The following is an Investor Brand Network audio production via our audio press release solutions. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, Investor Brand Network utilizes its network of more than 5,000 distribution partners as well as other corporate communication tools to introduce public and private companies to a wide audience of investors, consumers, journalists, and the general public. Investor Brand Network's platform connects the investment community with companies that have great potential and a strong dedication to building shareholder value. The following audio press release may feature a client partner of Investor Brand Network. Investor Brand Network may have been compensated for the production of this audio production. Please be sure to read our entire disclaimer for full disclosure.
Welcome to NetworkNewsWire Editorial Coverage, titled The Rise of Robots. Already here, more are coming. Although some people may be surprised, today's world is full of robots. While these electro-mechanical devices may not be in the form of a cyborg RoboCop, they're already serving people in countless ways. Industrial robots are a primary application today, with the world becoming accustomed to and even expecting life-altering technologies as robots shuttle people around, perform surgeries, keep communities safe, and much more. A global market summary by the International Federation of Robotics showed the robot trend accelerating, with a record 517,000 new industrial robots installed in factories around the world in 2021, up 31% from 2020. A host of innovative companies, including Knightscope Inc., NASDAQ ticker symbol KSCP, Velodyne LiDAR Incorporated, NASDAQ VLDR, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, NYSE PCG, NVIDIA Corporation, NASDAQ NVDA, and Palantir Technologies Incorporated, NYSE PLTR, are investing in, developing, and deploying leading-edge technology that is proving the value of robots in everyday lives or increasing their long-term potential. Approximately 2.7 million industrial robots were in use in 2020, creating a global market valued at $55 billion that is expected to reach $165 billion by 2028. Knightscope robots have a 1.8+ million hours of operation, have been documented to deter criminal activity, and have proven invaluable in convictions of crimes. Knightscope completed its first acquisition in October, buying Case Emergency Systems. November has seen a surge of new orders, activations for Knightscope crime-fighting robots, and Case Emergency phones. Robots everywhere, just getting started. In 2020, the size of the global industrial robot market was estimated around $55 billion, with some 2.7 million units of industrial robots in operation worldwide, according to analysts at Statista. In 2028, the market size is projected to surpass $165 billion. Ironically, while industrial robots are working away in factories and warehouses, other robots are watching over them, providing security in another burgeoning market. According to Research and Markets, the global security robot market will climb 14.1% annually, from $8.7 billion in 2021 to $19.3 billion by 2027, an increasingly important segment of the overall $500 billion security market. Given the sheer volume of crimes committed today, there is a growing demand to employ robots equipped with high-definition cameras, streaming, and recording, with capabilities to surveil public and private areas in a bid to deter, intervene, capture, and prosecute offenders. Robots aren't intended to be a replacement for human security personnel, rather high-tech assistants that are incorruptible, cost-efficient, and relentlessly on patrol. A global leader in the development of autonomous security capabilities, Knightscope Incorporated, is a Silicon Valley-based designer and builder of autonomous security robots, or ASRs, that provide 24/7, 365 security anywhere people live, work, visit, and study in the United States. Knightscope is at the intersection of 4 highly relevant technologies today: autonomous driving, robotic, electric vehicles, and artificial intelligence. The company uses all these technologies to deliver comprehensive systems that effectively give its customers extra eyes, ears, and voices on the ground. Further, the company offers Knightscope Plus, which adds professional monitoring by former law enforcement and military personnel to receive alerts and respond according to the client's security post orders. Knightscope projects tripling annualized revenue. In 2021, Knightscope ended the year with $3.4 million in revenue, Case Emergency Systems, its recent acquisition, generated $5.4 million. Quote, "That's a combined $8.8 million run rate last year for both companies," noted William Santana Lee, Knightscope Chair and CEO. "We'll be filing the 8K for the combined entity at the end of the year, but we expect that the two units together will likely be running at a revenue run rate in the range of $12 million to $14 million, delivering on the accelerated growth versus the $3.4 million from 2021 by a significant amount. The rise of the robots is happening. The size of our contracts continues to increase as we have announced numerous multi-unit deals, such as the doubling of the contract with PG&E, along with the growth of 3 major healthcare networks and universities," Lee continued in the video update. Plus, we recently signed the largest K5 order in the company's history from a major retailer. We are gaining clients that can scale as we make more and more progress in multiple verticals. End quote. To date, Knightscope's client base spans the federal government, public institutions, and commercial businesses, including many Fortune 1000 companies, hospitals, school campuses, entertainment venues, logistics, storage facilities, manufacturing plants, and more. The company makes 5 different models of its robots, 2 of which are stationary, and 3 that are mobile and designed for different environments, inside, outside, and a rough terrain model under development. Knightscope crime-fighting robots are customizable to a client's needs, albeit crime detection and prevention or public safety. Models can be equipped with features for detecting fires, reading license plates, or two-way communications features. To date, Knightscope robots have registered more than 1.8 million hours of operation, where their effect has been documented via data analysis and adjudication. Deployment of a single K5 unit in Huntington Park in Los Angeles County resulted in 46% fewer crimes reported, and a 27% rise in arrests over the period of 1 year. Not surprisingly, Huntington Park City Council unanimously voted to extend the Knightscope contract. That is only a single example among many. Knightscope robots have been involved in closing cases involving burglary, domestic violence, hit and run, auto theft, fraud, shootings, and more. The company also has a mobile app where people can take a video of an area where a Knightscope robot would be great for increasing public safety. Case acquisition. As mentioned, last month Knightscope expanded its revenue streams with the acquisition of Case Emergency Systems, a leader in blue light emergency phones and an innovator in next-generation wireless emergency communications technology. Emergency blue light phones are systems and communication equipment using solar power and satellite communication technology to provide reliable communications and improve public safety on freeways, bridges, tunnels, parking lots, campuses, and industrial complexes, as well as on remote roadways, parks, and recreational areas. The acquisition was expected to be accretive to Knightscope, as Case generated more than $5.4 million in profitable revenue in 2021. The new report from Knightscope transforms that expectation into a reality. Moreover, the acquisition gives Knightscope extended reach in its physical presence throughout the U.S. Case has a multi-state team, more than 7,000 devices deployed nationwide, and 9 production and logistics facilities located across California, Texas, and New York. A blizzard of new orders and activations. Knightscope is on a mission to make the United States the safest country in the world. To achieve this goal, the company aims to deploy machines in network to provide support for the 1 million law enforcement professionals and 1 million security guards throughout the nation. As evidenced by news releases, Knightscope is making headway towards its target. The flurry of news lately has included activating ASRs at a casino and gaming facility in Iowa for a repeat client, a first agreement with a Fortune 1000 hospitality company in Seattle, a new Fortune 500 consumer foods manufacturer client at an initial location with potential to expand to 30 more, and an initial launch with a multifamily housing developer with 25 properties in South Texas. The acquisition of Case has delivered synergies too, with Knightscope receiving a new contract at a New Jersey university for 31 of its K1 blue light towers and 10 of its K1 blue light ePhones. Separately, a Florida college placed an order for 22 K1 blue light towers. Other new activations include 25 more ASRs and 16 K1 blue light towers, along with 5 more orders for ASRs across multiple verticals and states. And that was just during the first 2 weeks of November. Momentum is building for KSCP.
This audio press release is an original broadcast provided by Investor Brand Network. as multifaceted financial news and publishing company that delivers a new generation of corporate communication solutions, including news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and brand awareness tools, Investor Brand Network may receive payments for the services and solutions provided to its client partners. You should assume that the owners, officers, and directors of Investor Brand Network or financial analysts mentioned in this audio production may hold a position in and may intend to trade the securities on their own accounts. This audio production is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any securities mentioned in this audio production. The information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be or should it be construed as investment advice. As in all investments, investment in the featured companies carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the companies thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This audio production by Investor Brand Network is not purported to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from featured companies and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by Investor Brand Network as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see our full disclaimers and disclosures at investorbrandnetwork.com.